Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Basham, Shai, Basham, Kakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles and bishops of Gritman Stone, to the Akim and Akwaf, try the four corners of the earth, holding on in sincerity and truth in these days and times with diligence of mind. To the gospel of the Lord Amashak Yahushai, this is the prayer of Menashe, DC Camp, short lesson for the hopeful elect, and you just remember, man, we are living in the times of heavy use of biometrics, okay? So it's gonna be fully pushed forward in society upon the face of the earth, and I was just checking out an old video by Ice Age Farmer talking about Iran, looking for opportunity to push the use of biometrics so people could get access to bread at a discount. So it just shows you, man, that this idea of biometrics, man, is being pushed heavily around the four corners of the earth. So this old article from 2012, it says Iranian researchers make a case for biometric banking in Iran. All right, so that's just what it is, man. They have to go along with this agenda to further encircle the people with all this technology so they can control them. All right, because they have to learn the different ways of managing people, controlling people, so they could have their so-called New World Order. And that's what it boils down to. You have to figure out an effective way of how to have more power over the people. So that's just what it is. You have to force the people down the road of subjugation. You gotta have the people to acquiesce and give up their so-called freedom and become heavily dependent on the government. Okay, so that's exactly what the elites want. Since they control the governments of the earth, they want the people to be heavily dependent upon them, and that's how they are able to gain more traction. That's why they're able to be more effective. Right? That's how they get the results they want. When you have the so-called implied consent of the people, that's the result you get. All right, more power over the people. So it says an academic research report has recently been published by Iranian researchers and explores the use of biometric technologies being used for banking applications in the country. Right? So that's what it is, man. They have to push the use of biometrics. All right, fingerprints, retina scan, facial recognition, all that stuff. They have to implement it into their so-called economy, and that's how they're able to weed out their so-called oppositions. Folks that stand in the way of the government of getting more power over the people. So it says reference in the most recent biometric research note, the authors of the paper rely on 121 examples of implemented biometric banking systems. So 121 examples. What does that tell you? Yeah, it tells you clearly about this precept. We're gonna read it real quick. Okay, so that's right. I'm gonna get it precept real quick. All right. So I'm gonna read it real quick. Yeah. So this is the book of Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right, so that's what it is, man. They get together in their so-called brainstorming sessions and dream up and think of all the ways they could push this agenda for biometrics. Okay, and that's how they're able to convince the people. Since people want convenience, the bank has to force them, to go along with the agenda. That's why this financial industry is also in the hand of the elites, so they could use it as a tool, the carrot and stick approach to usher the people along. All right. So it says, all right, so 121 examples of implemented biometric banking systems, and found that among the world's banks that use biometric technology, 52% are located in Asia. All right, so Asia is already ahead, as part of going along the agenda, widespread adoption. So it's even increasing, so you expect it to be more. Then it says 32% in the United States and 9% in Europe. Okay, so that's what's going on. So yeah, so you can see, they're moving fast. The test subjects are showing signs of widespread acceptance. So let me say adoption. Okay, so that's just what it is, man. They're able to convince the people to go along with this agenda. So you get a quick precept. It's going to be from the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 9. It just shows you that the Lord was always on point. All right, so behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before the spring forth, I tell you of them. So this is just the Lord showing us that nations of this world, they're going to be marching lockstep along with the agenda of the elites to adopt biometric technologies. And it's just getting them steps and steps closer to the MOTB. All right. So that's how they're able to corner the minds of the people, by implementing technologies like the biometrics and all that stuff. So just imagine, if it's going to be used in banking, then they're going to be using it in healthcare, in education, and transportation. You name it, man. You name it. So just rolling it out. All right. Then it says in the next paragraph, this paper titled "Review Banking on Biometric in the World's Banks and Introducing a Biometric Model for Iran's Banking System." So Iran is also part of the NWO. It's just something that you have to come to terms with. They're all part of the whole smoke and mirror agenda. All right, so that's what's gonna happen. End of the day, they're just frontmen for the Edomite elites of this world, because all that Iranian revolution is just a smokescreen for the elites, because they've always had their eyes set on making plans for World War III, so they have to put their puppets in there to make sure things go according to plan. So all this animosity and all these conflicts they're causing is just something that they want to happen. All right, they have to bring about conflicts. They could have more power over the people. All right, yeah. So that's what they do. You can do the research and you realize that it's just a age-old tactic. They've been using since World War One, World War Two, and World War Three. It's just around the corner. So don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised when the war in the Middle East goes full scale. All right, it's just the Lord letting us know. Isaiah 42 and 9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before the spring forth, I tell you of them, so you've been given advance notice about what's about to happen. All right. Then it says the findings of this particular research project align with the biometric updates.com's own research findings. So they have to look into it too. That's the job of this website. The company that runs this website, this organization, they have to look into it. It says it aligns. So in other words, they're on the same page. Okay, a report as reported in recent biometric research note, researcher Rawson King concluded that Asia will lead the growth of biometric banking sector So yeah, the Middle East is up in there, whether it's India, it's China, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Pakistan, Iran, Turkey, Lebanon, and all that stuff. Even Palestine, even the so-called state of Israel, they're all up in there, man. Or India, Bangladesh, they're all up in there. Yeah, Burma, yeah, Indonesia, yeah, Thailand, yeah, the Philippines also. Yeah, so what else? What else, man? Even Malaysia. Even Malaysia's up in there. Yeah, so you just have to realize that that's the way that the Lord has said it's going to go. And we're just seeing it as evidence, okay? And it says, as adoption of these technologies is quite high in emerging economies in Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. So, hey, Latin America's up in there, man. Northern Kingdom, all right? Northern Kingdom is up in there too, all right? And yeah, you throw Africa in there too. Yeah, Southern Kingdom. Yeah, in the Caribbean, they're up in there. The authors of the Iranian research project surveyed 21 banks in Iran and found that 62% of them use biometric fingerprint scanning system as a form of workforce management to monitor the time and attendance of their own staff. Yet no bank in the country currently uses biometrics to authenticate its customers. All right, so yeah, they start with the employees first, and then from there they move on to the customers. To see how they can progress towards a widespread adoption, and that's just what it is. So yeah, it's just part of it, man. Folks are just gonna go along and fall into the trap. So you have to be, willingly observant about your daily goings, man. You don't want to become a victim of your daily struggles. All right. Now, the book of Proverbs 28 and 21 says, "To have respect of persons is not good." All right. So you shouldn't be a doormat, all willy nilly for the agents of this world, for the puppets of this world. All right. For a piece, all right, for a piece of bread, that man will transgress. Yes, a lot of people will give up, their integrity, their standards of being upright just because they want a bonus. They want to have access to the country club and all that stuff. So they're willing to promote their agenda to go all the way in with the plan of the elites. All right, so that's just what it is, man. They're gonna lie to deceive the people, and when the people get caught up in the trap, all of a sudden it's like, well, we didn't foresee this happening, but they already took a bribe, to hand over to these government officials to rubber stamp this legislation, all that stuff. So it's just part of the journey that is going to happen. All right. So the researchers of this paper believe that all banks should install biometric systems, giving particular mention to fingerprint technology, as it could be a good solution to apply in branch banking because it is user friendly. All right. User friendly, just like the serpents. All right. High in accuracy, easy to use, and its scanners are low cost. Just like you have your so-called global entry at the airport and all that stuff, facial scans. Yeah, folks got to register. You don't have to stand in line with the rest of the population. You just, click clack, pew, and that's it. You don't have to talk to nobody. Just show your face to the camera. But at the same time, man, you just have to know the limits, man. Do not go all the way in thinking that the Lord is going to rescue you. Do not tempt the Lord, right? So the report continues, although its security is not too high, but due to the fact that the teller of the bank could check the authentication process, there is no need to use technologies with higher security. Yeah, that's what they say. You know, that's what they say until they decide to step it up a notch. All right. So Psalms 33 and 10, this is what it says. It's right. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. Yeah. So at some point in time, man, the Lord is gonna have to cause the people to rebel against all this biometric agenda. Because you know how it is, man. That spirit of freedom that the Most High has put in the minds of the people. That spirit is always there, man. It's a lot of people don't pay attention to it. When they know that something threatens their freedom, they have to, take a couple of actions, man. They're gonna start protesting, making posts online, all that stuff. They're gonna start talking at the bars, at the barber shop, at the grocery store, on the public transportation, all that stuff. You know, so it's just part of the things that we look forward to. The prophets look forward to seeing. All right, yeah. So that's just what it is, man. Yeah. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So it says. As the authors of the paper conclude, all of the banks in Iran should implement biometric authentication systems for all of their banking operations, such as branch banking, internet banking, telephone banking, ATM, and POS, that's a point of sale. So, yeah, man, that's your so-called, handheld card scanner. You could take with you anywhere you go. I think you got some network connection that you could use to collect payments. If you have a mobile hustle, just like you have that square that you could attach to your iOS, your iPhone device, and all that stuff. You could scan people's card. People could tap their card against your phone to pay you for services. For your goods and services and all that stuff. So it's just what it is. It's just the things that we look forward to seeing, and that's just what it is. Yeah. And there are other articles, that you could look into. You know, articles you could look into. So they're pushing biometrics hard too, man. So see the last line. It says safety, privacy, professionals caution against facial recognition in U.S. schools. So yeah, they gotta branch up into education, man. The school superintendent has to sign up on it, man. Behind the backs of the parents. They got the school superintendent has to go along with the so-called councilman's agenda. You know, that's just what it is. Yeah, because the council is basically another front, another smoke screen for the elites to have more power over the people. All right, so yeah, it's not surprising, man. Your mayors, your councilmen, and governors, they're all on the payroll. So whatever they do shouldn't surprise you. So don't be caught off guard by their actions. So you just have to understand, as a man of the Lord, you have to pay attention to what's happening around you, man. This is a good website to see, what's going on in the so-called world of biometrics. So, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril. There was peril, all right? Disturbance, tumult, because of the devices that were come into it, all right? So the world is becoming unstable due to the plans of the elites. Just as the Lord has said that, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges, the earth, if not who, the way and where is he, and all that stuff, So that's what it is, man. The plans of the elite is making the world unstable so they could have more power over the people. And the Lord is going to have to alter their plans, man, and use it, against them, all right, so that the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to have a opportunity of salvation. You're going to be shielded from being swallowed up by the agenda for this new world order, man. You just got to trust in the Lord. And then verse 21 says, and I saw and spared it greatly. So the Lord had to spare the world, all right, the world for the sake of his elect, and have kept me a grape of the cluster. All right, that's the elect, okay? And a plant of a great people. Yeah, for the elect's sake, of the nation of Israel, the Lord is not going to allow the world to be consumed by the devices of the elites. These so-called New World Order, WEF, masterminds. The Lord is not going to allow them to accomplish all their goals. The Lord has already set a limit, The Lord has already appointed their bounds. All right, so it's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. It's just what it is that you have to trust the Lord to get us out of here, man, out of Babylon. All right, because it's a beautiful thing, man, to know that you've been reserved, for salvation. So that's upon the Akim apparatus that will be delivered out of the hands of our enemies. Wherever we are upon the face of the earth, we just gotta trust in the Lord to keep us safe, man. Because it's no joke, man, dealing with this widespread adoption of biometrics, man. It's just like someone tying a noose around the person's neck, slowly, walking someone to the edge of a springboard and all that stuff. Slow poison. Yeah, so you just gotta be careful, man. You don't, lose sight of what the Lord has set in store for his elect. Shalom.